Alright guys, welcome to the special module on the part 2, which is how to get thousands of subscribers, make massive cash, and work 37 minutes per day with no list, no experience, and no prior marketing skill needed. Now, on this module itself, which is on the part 2 itself, I want to talk in details exactly what you need to do differently, because there are so many things that is out there that will be telling you that you can retire the rest of your life and be able to achieve freedom that you're looking for, and sipping the juice on the beach with your spouse, with the significant others, or somebody that you care in your life. But the truth is, the essence of business is completely different. It has nothing to do with whatever many marketers have mentioned to you. And when they tell you that they don't work hard, that is not completely true. Sure enough, we can work as little as 37 minutes per day, but you still need to be able in a way that to systemize the whole process first, to be able to know exactly why it is that you're in the business. Now, on this introductory module itself, which is on the special module, I'm going to talk more in details on everything that you need to do before you have your own business. I know it's going to be controversial. It's not something that you have heard in the past, but it is extremely important for you to understand, because if you do not understand this concept alone, everything that you do, let's say you're talking about squeeze page, you're talking about thank you page, you're talking about having your first list, you're talking about relationship building, those are only going to be secondary issues. Alright, so let's talk in details about how you are able to build a long-term business that will sustain in many economic situations, in many fierce competitors who are just going to come up with a new technology all the time. Let's talk about this in detail so that you are able for once and for all understand from what you need to do from now on to achieve the desired success that you're looking for in creating a profitable business from now on. Okay, so let me just go ahead and talk about this in detail. The first question is, you need to ask yourself, why are you in business? Okay, why are you in business? Now, here's the first thing that you need to hear it. Okay, business is never a hobby. It's really never a hobby. This is the mistake that most new and medium marketers make unknowingly. Okay, if your business is only your way to make a quick buck for yourself, you will not have a business for a very long time. Okay, so I want you to understand this very carefully. Everything that you do from now on does matter to the result, the outcome that you are looking for. Look into the behavior pattern that you have present in front of your audience, in front of your partners, in front of your customers, in front of your team members. Are you treating your business like a hobby, or are you treating your business like a business? Alright, now the next one is, business is never all about buy your products. Okay, your business should always focus on transforming your audience life, regardless of whether it is a paid or free version. So when people come to you for help, are you going to transform their life, or are you going to go out there just say, buy my products and you'll be rich, or buy my products, you will have your problem solved? What are you doing differently in this case to make sure that when people come to you, they will say that This is the place where I'm going to have my problem solved once and for all. Okay? If you do not understand this concept, chances are you are not going to have a business for a very long time. And I can guarantee you on that. Okay? So the next one is business is never about you. It's never about you. It should always be about the life of the people you transform. It should always be about the quality. It should always be about what you can do to serve the people in your industry. This is very important. So if your business is all about, oh, you know what, it's all about me, about my life, about my lifestyle, about my family, then you will not have a sustainable business. Okay? You will not have a business that will run for a very long time because your mindset is all about you. But if you are thinking in the term of what can I do to make sure that my client have the transformation that they want, what can I do to provide a better quality for my customers, what can I do to serve more people in my industry, now you will have a business for a very long time. Basically what I'm trying to say to you is you need to be more like a servant leadership. Okay, servant leadership. Now a lot of time when people come to me, one thing that I want to mention to them is this. They treat me like a mentor, they treat me like a coach, they treat me like somebody who is successful, but guess what? I don't have that kind of attitude. What I do in here is I just simply teach them in a friendly, professional, as well as courtesy to make sure that they have their problem solved. That is the way I treat my clients. That is the way I treat my business. When other marketers, maybe they are less successful than I do, when they come to me, I don't just tell them like, oh, my name is Henry Gold. I don't. I simply say, what can I do to help you? What can I do to solve your problem? Now, that is a courtesy of someone who is being a selfless person, who doesn't really care about himself, but care about the people that he serves. Now, I want you to think about it in terms of that way, so that you are able to serve your community better, so that you are able to make sure that when people encounter with you and your business, they're not gonna start to think that, oh, you know, you're just there for yourself. Okay? Because I've seen other marketers, when they look into their own business, they look at themselves as they are the priority and you are not the priority. They look at themselves that I'm important and their customers are not important. This is not what I want you to have in your business. If your business is this way, guess what happened? Regardless what you do, regardless how you present your business, regardless how good your product is, no one wants to work with you for a very long time. Now the next one is business is never about quick fix. Okay, it requires you to nurture it all the time, just like you have a kid. Let's say if you have you decided to have a kid, and guess what? A lot of people, this is what they do. They say like, oh, let's get pregnant now. You know, let's become a parent now. Worry about everything else later on. Now, when you have this kind of behavior, guess what happened? Guess what happened? Your kids will not be able to grow like they're supposed to. Your kids will not be able to have the wisdom that like they're supposed to. They will not have the manners. They will not have the quality. They will not have the right behavior of treating other people. Now, this is something that I want you to avoid. So let's say if you have a business, instead of having your business to do the work for you, you need to put in the effort to make sure that you nurture it all the time. You cannot just say like, oh, after I give the birth to the kid, they will grow on their own. I'm just going to give them McDonald's food all the time or Burger King food all the time. I'm not going to give them nutritional food because they are responsible for themselves. No. We are responsible to make sure that your kids, you are responsible to make sure that your kids grow properly. Same thing with you in your business. You are responsible to make sure that your business grow properly. So it requires you to pamper the people involved. It requires constant discipline from your part. Of course, you can sell your business only when you have everything optimized. What do I mean by that? So let's say you have your business like running on autopilot, which is you have the people that work within the business itself. If somebody needs support, they can go to your support personnel. If they need maintenance on the graphic design, they can go to your designer. If they need help with the technical part, they can go to the programmer. If they need help with product creation, there will be someone else to do the job. If they need help with something else, everything is all set. All you need to do is just monitor, which only take you 37 minutes per day. Now at that point itself, let's say your business is producing about $50,000 per month, which is $600,000 a year on autopilot, which you only have to manage about 30 minutes per day or 37 minutes per day. Now at that point itself, you can say, I'm going to sell my business. Alright, you can say I can just sell my business, which is 3.5 times of your earning. If you are earning about $600,000 a year, you can sell it up to $2 million. Now at that point itself, everything can change. You can sell your business, but at the beginning stage, there's no so-called quick fix. You need to work hard for it. Alright? There's no exception to the rule itself, saying, oh, I can do whatever I want in the beginning. No. You have to build it one step at a time. Alright? So next step. What is your vision? What is your business vision? This is something that is very important, if not crucial. Write down exactly what you want your business to look like 1 year from now, 2 years from now, and 5 years from now. Alright, very important on this. Now, why do I want to ask you to do this right now? Because you need to be able to know exactly the direction of your business. If you cannot see exactly where it is going and how to get there, how can you even talk about how much money that you are going to make by the end of this year? How can you even say that, oh, you know what, I'm going to be rich the rest of my life? That is pretty much you're just making some sort of illusion in your face, or making some sort of like imagination that you're going to be rich. It's not going to work that way. Alright? So let's say if you drive a car right now and you have no direction whatsoever where you want to go, but you said, I want to go to New York from Boston, but you don't have any GPS, you have never been to New York before, and you said you want to go to New York, and you just simply drive the car. Now if you drive the car and suddenly you go on the jungle, you said this is New York, and where you're pretty much stuck in New Hampshire or in Maine or in the jungle with a lot of tigers over there, and that is not going to be New York. Now it's not going to work that way. You need to be able to create a roadmap first, exactly where you want to go before you can get there. So I want you to write down exactly how you want your business to look like by the end of 1 year. 1 year from now, 2 years from now, and 5 years from now. See exactly where you want to end up. Because if you have no clue exactly the direction going to be, guess what happened? You're going to end up in the same place or even worse place, which is the place full of tigers, and you're in the middle of jungle with a car and with no gas. Alright? So you want to make sure that you are able in any way is to create the roadmap itself, to write down exactly what you're looking for. And also the next one is to write down exactly how many followers and the number of clients you would like to transform and the number of testimonial you would like to receive by the end of this year. Okay? Break the numbers of the followers, clients, testimonials to a month-to-month basis. This allows you to achieve it, and it becomes part of your business vision. Okay, very important on this. Now, I want to tell you this: followers are very different than subscribers. You can have a lot of subscribers. I can have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. I have even built 56,000 subscribers in 30 days. Not only one time, few times already, and even in the self-improvement niche. Alright? Now, here's one thing what I did differently. I want to know exactly how many followers do I have. So let's say if I have 50,000 subscribers, I have these strong followers of 3,000 people. Now, these will be the people that I'm going to count most. Alright, not so much about how many subscribers that I have. Now, how many clients you would like to transform. So let's say each client give you an extra $5,000, and your goal is to make to reach, let's say, $200,000 a year. All you need to do is to have 40 clients per year that pay you $5,000 each. That's all you need to have. So let's say 40 clients, that is equal to 3.6 clients per year. Okay, 3.6 clients per year. So when I said 3.6 clients per year, you're talking about like a one client a month, one client per week, which is nothing special. But if you serve one client per week, and guess how many testimonials can you get? Now, I'm not talking about regular testimonials, but I'm referring to quality testimonials, people that you really transform. If you go to companies like Jenny Craig or Weight Watcher, now they probably have a lot of clients, but in reality, those people that have the proof itself is only 1 or 2 clients. Why not focusing on transforming one client at a time? If you have 3 clients per month, guess what? That is $15,000 per month. $15,000 per month, that is $180,000 a year. Now, that is a lot of money. Okay, that is a lot of money. But are you able to transform 3 clients per month? Absolutely. Compared to, let's say, a lot of people say this to me. He said, Henry, you know what? I am going to get $7 sales, and I'm going to get 2,142 customers. Guess what? 2,142 customers. Are you able to serve all of them? I will tell you, no. It's going to be extremely difficult. Going to be extremely difficult unless you have systemized the whole process. But guess what happened? You can transform 3 clients per month. No big deal. You only need to be there once every day, just talking with these 3 clients to make sure that they do exactly what you want them to do, and that's all it takes. Now, the number of testimonials you would like to receive by the end of 1 year, or by the end of this year, but this year is kind of maybe right now it's already September, October, November, but by the end of 1 year, how many testimonials do you want to receive? Let's say if you have 40 clients a year and 35 of them already successful, because one of them maybe signed up at the end of the year, 30 of them has become successful. Guess what? You have 30 people that are going to talk good things about you, that are going to say about the result that they got. Guess what happened in your business? You are going to see a huge improvement in your business, and people are going to start to say, like, you know what, I believe in this guy rather than the guy that having the 2,142 clients. If you can get it anyway, I will tell you it's going to be very difficult. Most marketers will not get it. Even the top marketers will not get 2,400 clients unless they are they optimize their business like crazy. They are working maybe 20 hours a day. Alright, now still, even though they have 2,000 clients, most likely less than 0.1% of them going to give them great testimonial. Why not focusing on the just 0.1% of the people who will give you the powerful testimonials? Okay. Now the next one is write down the exact number of partners you would like to network with by the end of this year. How are you going to help them? How are you going to work with them as your strongest alliances? What does your approach look like? How are you going to create a win-win situation? What do I mean by that? A lot of marketers, this is what they like to do. They like to simply go out there and ask them, can you help me to promote my products? Now, why don't you do it reverse way? Instead of asking them to promote your products, why not ask them, what can I do to help you with your business? What can I do to be the asset of your business? Now, many people are going to make excuses. Say, oh, you know what, I'm completely busy, I'm busy with this, I'm busy with that. Guess what happened? When you ask those marketers to promote your product, they are going to say the same thing to you, which is they are going to say, I am busy. Okay, when they said I'm busy, the next thing that you know is every single time you ask them for help, they are going to say, I am busy. Now, where is this coming from? It's not coming from them. It's coming from you. Because every single time that they ask you, you said you are busy. So the next thing, that the feedback that you're going to hear is they are busy too. So why not spending your time once a week, talk with one partner per week. So guess what happened? Let's say if you follow up with 52 partners a year, 52 partners per year. These 52 partners, each one of them has about 20,000 subscribers each. 52 times 20,000 subscribers each. That is equal to 1 million people you can tap into. So let's say 1 million people you can tap into. You can get 50,000 clicks from this 1 million people, and you have a product launch. Guess what? You got 3% conversion, and your product is pricing at $97. That is $150,000 just because of not saying that you are busy, not saying that, oh, I don't have time for this. You need to be able to make time to network with other marketers if you want to get the help. Alright, very important on this, even though it's a small thing. Now, as you understand this concept, the next step is there are 4 types of people you need to serve in your business. Number 1 is your audience. Okay, this include your visitors, your subscribers, and your customers. Alright, your visitors, your subscribers, and your customers. Alright, why is this important? Well, if you do not serve them, guess what? You're not going to be able to know exactly what they want. After you know exactly what they want, you're not going to be able to build a stronger relationship with them. The second one is your partners. This will include the people in your mastermind group, your email swap partners, your strategic alliances, or people that you work with on a project. I'm working with a few different partners on the different projects right now. Now guess what happened? One partner has working with another project. I work with them, I talk with them, I serve them, I do whatever it takes to do my best until the end. That is the key. The next one is my team members. These are the people that I work with on a day-to-day basis. It could be your programmers, it could be your designers, it could be your affiliate manager, it could be your support personnel, it can be anybody that you work with on a day-to-day basis. But I know in the beginning stage, if you do not have an employee yet, this may not be important, but I will tell you this. This is extremely important in the future. Alright? Because I have had some team members I actually were yelling at my customers, were yelling at my partners. Okay, this is something that you have to understand. And the next one is your community, your church, your temple, the non-profit organization that you belong to. Okay, this is very important. Now I'm going to talk in details about this, so you can pay attention exactly why you need to serve them. Now, there are three types of audience you need to serve in your business. Number one is your visitors. Okay, your visitors. Now, why is this important? Now, let me tell you why. Your visitors have no clue about you. Have no clue about you. When they stumble upon you, upon your website for the very first time, they need to know exactly whether you truly can solve their problems or not. It also means that if they visit your website or blog, they need to be very convinced that you are the one they are looking for. Okay, if I go to your website, the only thing I see is, oh, buy my products. Guess what happened? Then I know in many ways that you don't really care about me. Now, that could be my assumption, but this is the reality that I want you to understand. This is the assumption from your visitors, that you don't really care about them. But if I go to your blog, if I go to your website and you present me with a free gift, then let's say I can go to your conference call. Let's say I can read some of your information, or you give me a free report. What is my perception about you? Oh, you care about me. You really want to help me to solve my problems. Then at that point itself, everything will start to change. Okay, very important on this. It's a small thing, but it is a big deal for your visitors, especially they are only on the stage 1 process. Okay, there are 4 stages in your business for your audience. Stage 1 is your visitors. Stage 2 is your subscribers. Stage 3 is your customers. Stage 4 is your raving fans. Alright, now the second one is your subscribers. Why is this important? Your subscribers are the closest people between you and your customers. It also means that before they are able to make a decision about getting the products or services that you recommend, they need to be 100% sure that you can truly solve the problem that they have. This will show from the content that you provide to them. Okay, this will show from the content that you provide to them. Let me tell you this very carefully. Okay, your subscribers, why you need to serve them? Guess what? They have already trusted you by giving you their first name and email address. Okay, now you need to treat this as a lead. Let's say if you are let's say if you're talking with a girl in a bar, or if you're talking with a girl in the coffee shop, and they give you she gives you the phone number. It means that she has trusted you, that you are going to talk with her because you are interested in her, or she is interested in you. That is a first step. But it doesn't mean that you can abuse it by saying that, oh, you know what, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product all the time. Remember that. When I say this to you, this is the first step. So it means that if you can in any way, is you need to be able to build a relationship with them before they are able to make a buying decision. Before they are able to say, you know what, this guy is here to help me out. The same thing with the dating. If you are dating a girl, so let's say you're dating this girl, and say that, you know what, I am going to I'm going to get her phone number. Once I get her phone number, guess what I'm going to do next is I'm going to ask her out for a date, and I'm going to show her who I am. Now at that point itself, at one point or the other, this girl will say that, you know what, maybe this guy is the one for me. This is very important step. So once now that is pretty much is for every subscribers that you have, is like before they say like, you know what, this guy will help me to solve my problem, you need to be able to show them that you are willing to do your best, even though they are not a customer yet. Very important on this. Now, your customers, why is this important? Your customers are the people that have trusted you with the currencies that they give up. When you focus on serving them wholeheartedly, without complaint, tirelessly, and truly helping them to gain the results they want from your business, they will give you the testimonial you need for your business. Okay? Now, this is very important. A lot of time, the point of sale is the last, that will be the end of it. That it will be with the majority of the marketers I know. So let's say somebody has purchased your product for $10. Now, for the majority of the marketers, that will be the end of it. That will be it. Now, that is a huge mistake. Now, when you stop over there, guess what happened next? When you stop over there, it means that you are not going to do your best anymore for your customers. That will be the end of the game. Now, at that point itself, your customer is going to go to someone else for the solution. However, if you do whatever it takes to help your customers until the end, where he can have his problem solved, the next thing that you know is you are able to get the trust from him, and you are able to get him to say yes to other stuff that you have. Alright? Very important on this. Now the next question is, why do you need to serve your partners? Now that's a very simple thing. A lot of time when I talk with folks, and chances are many of them just mention things like, you know what, if I promote this guy products and he's going to have my list, and the next thing that happened to me is that I'm pretty much going to screw up, and then he's just going to have my list, and my list is not going to respond to me anymore, and so on. Now that is kind of negative mindset, what I call it to be. What you need to think about would be like this: when you serve your partners, instead of thinking about like on your way of why it will not work for you, why not think about it like when you serve them, you are going to be able to build more new projects to serve more partners in the future. Now let me tell you from my own experience in this case. Let's say when first time when I'm trying to help out one of my partners, I have only one list. Okay, now I have made a commitment that I'm just going to serve, I'm just going to promote one product per week. So in other words, every single month I'm able to only promote about 4 products per month. Now what happened is, because I have a lot of partners that I work with, and chances are they ask me to promote their products and I'm not be able to do it because I only have one list, in some way I kind of feel bad about it. Okay, because I just feel like, oh, I wish I can help more people, instead of saying that I cannot do it. So what I did differently, instead of blaming on the partners, I create more new projects so that I can serve more partners in the future. So when I created the second projects and I have a second list, guess what happened next? When they asked me for help, I was able to say, yes, I can help you with this. And not only I'm able to make money selling affiliate products, but I'm also be able to create projects that allow me to make more money, because I'm able to sell more products in the future. So think about it in a win-win situation in this case. Instead of thinking about going small, why not going big, right? So instead of only have one product and promoting four affiliate products every single week, why not have 2 products where your partners are able to promote 2 different products? You are able to target 2 different sub niches and helping 8 partners. Or maybe if you have a third project, you have 3 profitable products, as well as be able to make money on 12 different affiliate products that you sell. So think about in a bigger scenario instead of thinking small, that this partner is going to take over my business, that partner is going to take over my business, and so on. Okay, my point in here is every single time you think in terms of serving partners, you are able to grow your business to the next level itself. Okay, you are able to think about, oh, what can I do more so that I can serve more partners in the future. So a lot of time when you start doing like that way, which is the reverse way, which is in the positive ways, you are able to grow your business substantially. Now the next one is, why do you need to serve your partners? Other thing that you have to think about will be this: you are going to receive great testimonials from partners that you serve. Okay, so each partner will have influence with their audience. Okay, let's say John Doe has an influence in front of 20,000 people. Now you receive a testimonial from this guy because you serve them, you help them, you do whatever it takes. Guess what happened? Guess what happened next? When these his subscribers saw that, oh wow, this guy received a testimonial from one of my favorite marketer, guess what happened next? You all of a sudden you have built the credential in front of his audience as well. So if you serve, let's say, 8 partners per month times 12, that is 96 partners per year, or maybe just like 30 partners that you're trying to promote their products 3 times a year, guess what happened next? The next thing that you know is, let's say these 30 partners has an influence in front of 20,000 subscribers each. You have already had an influence in front of 600,000 people in that sub niches that you focus on. Okay, this will create a higher than usual sales conversion for any product that you promote in the future. Okay, so when you say a word, people will say, I trust you. When you say, when you mention that you have a good products, other audience, your audience will say, I trust you. This is very important. So if you serve your partners all the time, this will immediately boost your reputation in the public place. Okay, this allows you to boost your sales conversion, increase your credential, as well as grow your business to the next level without you having to do any major things except serving your partners the way you want to be, the way you want to get help from them as well. Okay, now the next one is, why do you need to serve your partners? Helping you to grow your knowledge one level higher than when you were alone. Now a lot of time we always have this kind of mindset, say that, you know what, I will be successful the rest of my life. I will become I don't need anybody's help. I don't want to be under someone, because if I under someone, guess what, he is going to start to brag about himself in front of his audience with my name on it and so on. Now that is not necessarily true. Okay, what you need to understand is this: every single time you are alone and you're trying to make a decision just based on that, guess what happened? You will not be able to grow as fast as you want it to be. Okay, so let me give you a concrete example here. For me myself, I'm reading roughly about 5 to 10 books a month. Now as a spiritual person, right now I'm reading more onto the spiritual books, okay, which I personally believe is much more powerful than self-improvement books out there. Now here's the thing that I want to mention to you. When I read about 5 to 10 books, now what if you are in a group of people who like to read 5 to 10 books a month? Alright, so that is 60 books per person times 20 books a year. That is 1,200 books in those 20 people's mind. Now remember, when an author wrote that book, chances are he is going to put all his knowledge and has already removed all the clutter in his head and before he write that book itself. In other words, before he write this book, he is only going to give you the meat, and when he weed out all the fat. Now imagine that you're in a room of people who has read about 1,200 books. How big is the impact gonna be? Now at one point, when I was trying to think about how to add an additional 6 figures per year income on autopilot to my business, now I was like trying to write down, brainstorming things and trying to put it into papers exactly what I needed to do and so on. Guess what happened? I wasn't be able to do it. Then I called up a friend of mine and asked him for help. Asked him, can you try to brainstorm this idea together with me? The next thing I know, within 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours, I don't remember the exact timing, just play it safe, 2 hours, I was able to figure it all out just because I was talking with him for 2 hours. Now this is very important for you to understand. And the last reason why you need to serve your partners is to helping you to get bigger and faster exposure for your product launches. So instead of worrying that marketers will say no to you, you can count on the numbers of partners who will promote your product launches. Okay, so let's think about it this way. What if you have 30 partners who have 200,000 subscribers each that are willing to say yes to you every single time you ask them? Every single time you ask them. That is equal to about 6 million people you can reach on your product launch. So if you are helping your partners, let's say you have 20 marketers, you don't have to say 200,000 subscribers each, 20 partners that you have helped on a regular basis, and all of them has about 25,000 subscribers each on average. Okay, so that is equal to 500,000 people that you can reach. So you know on your product launches, okay, one or two of the maybe out of 20 partners that you work with, maybe 5 of them will say no to you because they have some other obligation already. Now you have 15 partners that you can promote, that can promote for you. At least you know it's going to be a success. So let's say 15 of them has decided to promote your product and they can send 2,000 unique visitors each. That is 30,000 unique visitors that you can depend on. 30,000 of them times 3%, okay, and that is equal to about 900 sales. And if your product is about $100, that's $90,000 just because you are helping your partners. Okay, that it is that important. So you got to see on a bigger picture, on a bigger scale, instead of trying to just simply think about, you know, in a smaller scale. Now a lot of marketers, I have seen this many times. I do not know why, I do not know how, but they have this tendency say that if I help this guy, he is definitely going to take over my subscribers and I'm done, because you think too small. Sure enough, some marketers are doing like that. Okay, maybe the majority are doing like that, but you can weed out in the future. What you want to do is you want to focus on growing your business where you are serving them instead of trying to take from them. When you focus on serving them instead of trying to take from them, you are able to grow your business to the next level without you knowing it. Okay, I can promise you on that. Next step, why do you need to serve your team members? Number one is to make your team members feel that they are part of your family. This is very important. Okay. Now, your team members are human as well. They are not your money machine. Okay. They are the people with family, with siblings, and parents. You need to treat them as if they are your family. The question is, how would you treat your family members? Okay, I know that there's some people in the family, they don't really care about their brother, sister, and so on. But think about them as a kids. How would you treat your kids? Will you just tell them, like, just do whatever you want? If you have problems, it's not my problems. If this is how you treat your kids, then chances are you need to change. But most likely, in a lot of scenario itself, you need to treat your kids, you need to treat your team members that they are the people with family, they are the people who has a blood and feeling as well. You need to treat them right. Because if you do not treat your team members like the way you treat your families, or maybe your kids, maybe if you have a pets, if you don't treat them well, guess what? They are the one who is going to ruin everything that you have worked for. I'll give you an example. Let's say you work hard, whatever it is, but one of your family members, one of your team members, they just keep yelling, shouting at your customers. And guess what? People will say, oh, I like this guy, but I don't like his support. His support people are not friendly, and so on. Guess what? You're just losing the business. It's just kind of like having a boat, but there's a leak at the bottom part. That's how it is. Now, another reason you have to serve them is you need to make sure to make your team members see the vision of your business. What you stand for, why they are here, why they are important for your business. When your team members are able to see the strength within your business, they are going to feel that they are in control of your company. This will lead them to give their best all the time. Okay. Now, a lot of time I have seen folks. When the team members are doing a great job. Let's say my designer, he is doing a logo design for me. When he was doing a logo design for me, I don't just say like, oh, it was me. I'm the guy who is doing it. Instead, I give the credit to him. I said, thank you so much for doing this. When my partners tell me that, Henry, this is a great looking logo, and I didn't say that, oh, you know what, it's all me, I'm the one who is doing the job. No, I just say, well, don't give the credit to me because I didn't do the job. It was all my designer. And same thing with my programmers. When he's doing a good job, I mentioned to my partner saying that, oh, this is not from me. This is all my programmers did this job. And I paste it. I told my programmers that, oh, my partner say hi to you, say thank you for what you have done. And then he was very happy. So why I didn't want to take any credits from this? Because if I just take all this credit, chances are my programmers will not be happy. Chances are my designer just say, this guy just want to take everything, take all the credits, everything that he can get. Now, the next thing that you know is when you need help in the future, nobody want to help you at all. Okay, so important that you understand this. When you make your team members when you have your team members that let them know that they are the one who are making your company stronger. They will work harder for your business. They will understand that you are a selfless person. They will understand that they need to stand by the vision that you have set for them. You see, very important on this. And the next one is to make them understand, make your team members understand that your boundaries on what you tolerate and what you will not in your business. It also means that each team member in your business will need to understand that they have to respect your customers, your partners, as well as other team members. Now, I don't allow my team members to start shouting at my customers or my partners. I had that experience in the past where I had this this one support personnel that I hired back in like 8 years ago. And when I hired her, she was start shouting at my customers and also my partners. And it's just like, oh, everybody was not friendly with her. I mean, how can everybody be friendly with you if you're not friendly with them in the first place? What is the function of the customer support? To make my audience feel that, to make my customers feel that they are dealing with a worst company in the world. Now this happens all the time. So when I tell them my boundaries itself, I tell them exactly what I stand for. I tell them exactly what I tolerate and what I will not tolerate. So they have to understand this. So, and guess what happened? Because I treat them with kindness, I treat them with a family, I tell them the boundaries itself. The next thing that I know is they care this business as if this is their own business as well. Very important on this. When you start doing, when you start dealing with your business the way, dealing with your business the way that you want your team members dealing with it, then you will see that they are going to work harder than ever. So forget about what people say about, oh, you know, you can get a $2 outsourcing workers to do work for you. That is the mindset of making them as a slave. But if you treat them as a family, things will change. Alright? Now, why do you need to serve your community? This is very important. Very important. If not extremely crucial, I will tell you this. The first one is to have a better understanding of why you are in business. Okay? It also means that when you're struggling to work like 20 hours a day in front of your computer, you know that you're not doing this for you. Instead, you are doing this because you can serve your community better in the future. Now, I will give you an example here. In the past, I had no vision whatsoever. But when I starting to see how much impact that I have, and every single time when I see the certain revenue, I will start to do a charity event. I will start giving back to the society. Now, a lot of time on the weekend, instead of hanging out on a beach or go to somewhere else in the mountain and so on, I have a tendency to spend more time with the people in my community. Like last month, what we did differently was we did a charity event. We gave away rice, we gave away water, we gave away breads, we give away meals, we give away instant noodles and so on. Now this is very important. For maybe it's a small thing, but this thing itself helped me to stay focused that, you know what, I want to give more. I want to just be able to do more for my community so that, you know, they are able to have the life that they are looking for. Okay, this is very important. Now, when you have this kind of mindset, you are going to work hard because you know that you want to be able, like instead on a Friday to go on a vacation and so on, which is going to get boring anyway in the future, because when you go to the beach and so on and enjoy the life, and guess what happens? It's just going to get boring. But when you start serving your community, you go to the doing the volunteer work, you serve meals to the people, to the poverty, you share the pizza, you bought a pizza to the people in your community, you're going to feel much better inside. Alright, inside, you're going to feel much better. If you go on the beach, I guarantee you one thing. Oh, you know, I'm happy today. But when you look for Monday, when you look forward to Monday, you're going to start to have this kind of like, I do not know, I just don't like Monday anymore because I prefer Friday and Saturday. But if you work hard, and guess what happened? When you work when you serve your community, and on Monday you are looking forward to Monday because you want to be able to give more to the society that you belong, and it's just going to make you higher and higher and higher, and give you the peace that you're looking for. Okay, now the next reason is to help you to stay focused on your inner desire to help your community that you belong to. It also means that when you work on a hardcore project that may take you weeks or months, you know that it is worth the effort, as you are able to do more for your community. Okay, as you are able to do more for your community. Now let me mention this to you very carefully. When I work on the hardcore projects, let's say when I was working with students on the higher level coaching program, before I was able to do that, I need to do a lot of preparation. Some preparation took me weeks, took me months. When I was working on the XM Turbo system, it took a lot of effort to change the curriculum. It took a lot of effort to make the changes on the sales copy and so on. There are so many works that need to be done. Sometimes I need to create the video that has already taken me hours to do it. Okay, I have to redo it from the beginning stage. Sometimes I have to create a new interview with a different guy. It's a lot of work, but guess what happened? It's worth it. And whenever I think about it, I said, you know what? If when I make this happen, I'm able to serve my community better in the future, and I work harder and harder than before. Very important on this.